We is here. We is live. It's live in the shack. Oh, it's a quick and dirty Tuesday. Another quick and dirty Tuesday on this day, the 19th of August. Oh my. That's good. 19th of August is a good date, I do believe, and it has been a good date. It's been a good day, and I guess this is one of the reasons why. Let me show you this. This is so cool. I got to tell you this. I got to show you this thing. Look at this. Look at this. I went to work the other day at Signub, and you can tell by the color scheme what Signub is now, can't you? Anyway, this is the car I saw in the car park in front of me when I pulled up. I just love this style of car so much. Obviously, it's a Yank Tank, a left-hand drive, Cadillac. Love the lights. Look at how ridiculously low that is. Dang, whoever owns that, I'm jealous. I love that car so much. That's not the photo. I got a little bit closer up there with this one as well. It's got two child seats in the back, so it's obviously a family car as well. That looks so cool. Woo. Yeah, I'm a fan of cars. That looks so good. Oh, damn it. I keep on getting these errors. It's saying that the YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So if it fails again, this is going to be the third time running, then I'll have to go from the recording I'm making to a hard drive and then upload it later. So check out the video later if this one fails. Yeah. And I've got heaps of different views for us again. Lots of different camera angles. Let me see if I can play around and show you the different angles I got. So I got a 5 up there. This is camera number 5. I've got 4, which is a double switch over there. Oh, it's got the audio is echoing off that. How do I turn that off? Here we go. We go 4. There we go. So we can't hear the other audio. And then, yeah, look, that's a wireless transmission on number 4 here. Can I show you in the background what that is? Maybe I could show you in this view. So in the top right-hand corner, you can see the corner of the video over there. That's the camera over there doing wireless transmission, and you can see that it's got these blotches where it's not as smooth as it could be, but that's not bad. I mean, there's a little bit of a discoloration happening over there as well, but that's wireless, fully wireless. I'm glad that is wireless. I used to have it hooked up to the other camera, but I moved it around so we can get different views. So we've got the camera 4, camera 5, camera 6. I think is that one? No, that one. This one. That one there. Oh my god! Because I got 2 webcams and I don't know which is which. So is that? Anyway, so we get different angles, different views. And can you see my new lava lamp over there? Woo! That was $20. It's actually supposed to be green. Well, it's not showing up as green there. Anyway, so that's $20 from Kmart. I love that. That's so cool. My old one blew up and basically doesn't work anymore. So I had to unwire it and hook it up again. And it's back. I love having lava lamps. Listen, on the subject of photos, I want to show you a couple other photos that I took. Oh, why is it not flipping over? Takes a little while. Yeah, there we go. I really like the photos of the car. I got to tell you, I'm learning blues, so I'm teaching myself some blues scales. But I went out recently on Instagram. You've probably seen a lot of these photos, but I went out with a lady, Cindy, not my sister. That's Cindy there. So Cindy is a friend I made from one of the Sydney movie makers Facebook meetup groups. Yeah, and we yeah, we wanted to get together and take photos, and I thought, yeah, let's go and do that. So we did. We went into the QVB building, and I took my 1978 f1.2 50mm lens from the FD series of lenses that Canon made from the 1970s. It cost me, God, $1,500 for this lens. It's awesome. 50mm, and yeah, we had a really good time, and I got some really. They're slightly out of focus, to be honest, but I just love the look of these photos. This one is a nice one. There's a couple that I really like, so that's not the one I really like. This one I like a lot. That one's more in focus. I like the eyes. This one I like. Yeah. Anyway, on Instagram, you can see a lot more of the pics that we took. But there's, yeah, a couple of really nice photos that we got there. So I'm really, really happy. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's preparing and catching up. There we go. So, yeah, check out Instagram. Check out Cindy's Instagram as well. It's Cindy Cini _ Can I show? Where is my Instagram so you can find her? Must be over here somewhere. Damn, why didn't I? All right, we'll search Cindy Cini. Cindy Cini. Yeah, there we go. That's Cindy's page there on Instagram. Done. So now you can pause it and check out her Instagram as well. Yeah, she's very nice lady, and we had a really good time. So it was really good. So Signub, man, Signub, damn it. I worked today, what is it, Tuesday and yesterday. I was offered a Tuesday shift yesterday afternoon, which I accepted. And last week I worked on Friday only. So I've had 1 day a week working with Signub of late, and it's really frustrating. So the next time I'm working with Signub, where they've scheduled me to work, is the 29th of September. That's like 6 weeks away. So I have zero income coming in from Signub. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is take the next couple of weeks, starting tomorrow, going to get up early and then devote my days to trying to get back into IT, because it's not paying enough money, and it's for the amount of money Signub makes, they really pay poorly. So I'm not really feeling it. The crew that I work with on the dock, they are awesome. It's really good fun. I feel like I'm hanging out with my friends and getting paid for it, so that's really good. But it's not able to sustain my lifestyle. My lifestyle's expensive, baby. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I really want YouTube to work. It's taking us heaps of time and effort to make it work. And I know the root cause of the problem is basically my devotion to, or attention to detail, to the fine details in making good quality videos and getting things really humming. So when you look at YouTube and let's bring up a YouTube so I can show you what I mean. I know you're familiar with YouTube, but I just want to kind of drum this home, so to speak. So what we'll do is we'll do this, and I'm going to flip this page over here so we can see it. It's not following me. Why is that? Okay, there we go. So on the tubes, come on. I have a very slow machine. Look at okay, so this guy in particular, right, Peter McKinnon, this is 4 years ago. He's grown his channel to, I think I spoke about him before, over 5 million, almost 6 million followers now in the space of, I think he started properly in 2017. I started my channel in 2018. I've got 114. Sorry, I have, I had 114 followers. Now I've got 113. So I've lost one of you. And this guy, no, let's skip this. I was too slow. This guy, Peter McKinnon, is basically devoting all of his time and effort to making videos just really, really good. So lighting, sound, background, like the production, the set production, all these objects in the background. If you notice and listen to what he's talking about over time, you'll pick up that he spends a lot of time and puts a lot of effort in the attention to detail. So all these things in the background, all these pictures are all perfectly in line. He's chosen this display on the monitor in the background. He's positioned this camera. I'm not kidding. He has positioned that camera just so. And everything about the clothes he's wearing, and if there's a bit of lint, I've seen him often when he's filming something, he'll just pick off lint to make it look perfect. And that's the level of detail that if I want to grow this channel, that's what I've got to start doing. And it takes him hours, literally hours to make a video. I think it's over days and weeks almost, this guy devotes to making the video. And it literally takes him so much time. It's literally, for me, I try and do a one take and then edit that, like minimal edit, and then upload it as soon as I can. He will spend, for a minute of video, he'd be spending an hour, 2 hours in editing and getting it just right. And that devotion to detail is what's paid off for him. And all the other YouTubers that are successful do the same thing. They put a lot of effort into making the video just right, and they do take upon take upon take upon take. There's so many bloopers and so many takes that they're not going to release. He's even deleted videos of his YouTube channel where it's just not good enough. Something's not vibing right with him, so he's deleted the whole video, gone. I don't care. I just upload anything, or willy-nilly, like good quality audio, bad quality audio, whatever. So I've got to, unfortunately, I just switch off when it comes to putting in that much effort. Like, I'm lazy. I've got to be honest. I'm so lazy. However, I started my own business and I ran that for 10 years. To do that, you can't be lazy. So I'm not lazy. I'm not motivated to do what he's doing for video, but I've got to change that because I want to grow this channel. I want it to be something that I can sustain myself with. I don't want to make so much money that I'm stupid rich, but it's more I want to be able to leave Signub or any kind of place where I've got to give up my time and give it up for someone else to do something I don't really want to do. And that's what it gets down to. I really like music. I really like taking videos, but if I want to be serious about it, then I've got to put more effort into it. And I've got 6 weeks up my sleeve now. So in 6 weeks, I can probably produce 1 or 2 really good quality videos to the standard of this guy, Peter McKinnon, or aim for that standard. And I'm not going to hit that straight up because it's taken him since 2017 and probably a few years before that, getting used to cameras and how to set things up and getting advice from people. Because I've followed this guy for a long time. When he started, it was pretty rough. And then he just made improvement upon improvement upon improvement. For example, using lav microphones initially, then moving to a boom microphone and an external recorder, and then using a more expensive boom microphone and a more expensive external recorder just to get the sound quality even better. And then moving from one camera system to another to more expensive cameras and more lenses and bigger lenses, and then getting bigger budgets to go and do fancy shoots around the world. So that kind of thing is just going to snowball one thing to another. But it's really interesting because he gets a lot of things thrown at him free, like, from companies that want to promote their gear. So he promotes that, and he's a really good marketer. I don't think he's a technically great photographer or a great videographer or a great audio person. He's just made it better than average, and then he is a master at marketing. So this guy, the cool factor for him is pretty high, and that is what's driving his channel growth. He's very personable on camera, so he just works on camera really well and is relatable on camera. And he worked hard at that too, because I remember the first videos where he uploaded, I've almost felt sorry for him. But Jesse Driftwood, who I mentioned before on this channel about this guy, Jesse Driftwood helped him a lot. And he's basically taken what Jesse Driftwood has said and really drummed or honed in on that and made it, taken the advice on board basically and just really run with it and paid special attention to detail in the story, the video, and the audio. Probably story first, audio secondary, and then the video last. Yeah, but he's also like interested in film photography. So there's a few spots where people can kind of join him on his journeys, so to speak, because he's a bit of a water baby. So he likes water sports, and he does ATV riding, so the 4-wheel drive kind of all-terrain vehicle riding. He's Canadian, so he lives in Canada, and he's got access to ski-doos and people who own speedboats and yachts and things like that. So he's got some fairly wealthy friends. So he does some pretty extraordinary things, and then kind of leverages of that to talk about all the opportunities he's got to photograph and video things. So yeah, he's done really, really well for himself, and I want to try and emulate what he's doing. Excuse me, but it's just gonna. Oh man, I have to put the effort in. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it because I know how hard it is to start and run a business, and that's what he's done. He has started and is running a business. I don't want to run a business. I ran a business for 10 years, and I'm over running a business, and I'm a project manager, so I know what it's like. To run a project is running a small business for a very short time frame. You've got a finite budget, you've got a sales target you've got to hit, and you've got a team of people who don't want to really do the work. You've got to motivate them and get them to do the work, and you've got to kind of schedule them and coerce them or sometimes threaten them. And it's just really constant hard work. So that's the thing I remember about my business and project management. But I'm my own boss here, so I've got to try and separate that and understand that when I run my own business, and especially a YouTube channel to run it as a business, I can make it fun. I don't have to be answering to anyone else. I set my agenda. I set my targets. So, I just have to reprogram my brain and get motivated to actually put a bit more effort into all of the finer details. So tonight, for example, I just fired everything up and fixed things as I need to on the fly. It's not good enough. Damn it, it's not good enough. I hate saying that, but anyway, I know it's not. So I'm going to try and, change a few things so that I can make the channel a bit more, focused and a lot more engaging for you guys. Like, I love doing this. I could just sit here and do this all day, but I know there's no point to it. There's no value I'm giving you. So I'm trying to work out ways to make my videos provide some level of value. I don't know about entertainment, but there's a couple of videos that are doing well. And I don't know why they've done well. I've got to be honest. I don't know why, but it's just one or two things that work well together. So we're going to continue in that vein. So that's what I've got planned for the next 6 weeks until I get a shift back from Signub. But they see, this is the crazy thing. They normally call 2 or 3 days after they've kind of made no shifts, and they suddenly say, can you work tomorrow? So it's kind of, no one likes being treated like that. I don't like that. I know it's casual work, so it pays a bit more, but this is the downside of it, is that you don't always get that constant work. The worst downside for me is being in a 9-to-5 job, doing the same thing every single day. I'm repeating it every single time so that it kind of resonates with you. That I just find that boring, predictable, boring. I can't stand it. It just kills me on the inside. And I love being a casual worker because I don't know when I'm going to work again properly. They could call me tomorrow. They could call me on the weekend, and then either it's generally the next day. It's generally not on the day, but they have done it once or twice where they've said in the morning, can you come in because someone's sick or whatever, so it kind of can work. It's just annoying. So I wish that there was a balance where there was truly part-time work, which was part-time, which, management didn't kind of put stupid pressure on you to get work done, or casual work where it was more like part-time, where it was, worked 3 days for the next 6 months kind of thing. That'd be ideal. Because I want that time to understand how to do things well with video. And that's the honest truth, I guess, about it all now. Yeah, there you go. But I'm still loving this life. I got to tell you. Yeah. So I've got a plan for a video, which I won't talk about now. We'll get into it and do it at a later stage. Let me just see. No chats. That's cool. 20 minutes already. Damn it. I was aiming for like 2 minutes. A quick and dirty update on a quick and dirty Tuesday, but it never goes 2 minutes. I can never do that. There you go. All right. I can't think of anything else to say now. So I did have that plan, but tonight, oh God, I finished work at 3 at Signub. It's been raining a bit. I took Alfie out for a walk and then decorated Imogen's room with my wife Elizabeth and Poppy with some fairy lights because Imogen is coming back from Ireland soon. And so got her room decked out as a welcome home for her. And I started work not too early today, 7 o'clock. So most of the time I try to aim for a 5 o'clock start. I just love the early starts because it's an early finish. See, says a lot. I don't like being there. As much as I like the people at Signub and the people I work with, the actual management of Signub is a real. It's not good. Yeah, in that particular store. Anyway, I could talk about that at a later stage. Insofar as toys and things, I've resurrected my Canon M6 Mark II to do more photos with. And I'm still using the Kodak WPZ2 to take some photos as well, which is surprisingly great fun and really, really good. And I've got a couple of videos which I want to put together to make a video of from the Kodak. The only thing is that it's a double-edged sword. The Kodak is a constricting photographic tool. What I'm finding is that because I can't change I can't focus it manually. It's all autofocus. Sorry, I got something in my eye. The only thing I can change is the exposure value from -3 to +3, so super bright or super low, super dark. I can change the shutter speed from, I think, 30 seconds, I think it is, maybe even a minute, through to 1/2000th of a second. And I can change the aperture from f3 to, I think it's f6. They're the only things I can change. So no manual focus, limited aperture, limited shutter speed, and I can change the ISO as well. But the biggest thing for me is not being able to change on the video the frames per second. So it's stuck at 30 frames per second, and I normally video at 25 frames per second. So I've got to do this slight, it's not massively horrendous, but there's a bit of a tweak I've got to do in DaVinci Resolve to make the videos all 25 frames per second. All the other cameras I've got will do 25 frames per second, no problem. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a pain, but the main thing is the focusing, autofocus. If I could manual focus that camera, that would seriously be my favorite camera. But I'm finding that with those constraints that I mentioned, so limited aperture, no manual focus, a little bit of exposure valuation changing, and a little bit of ISO. I can change ISO a little bit as well. I'm finding that I've got to do these tricks. So to focus on something close up, I've got to focus on something which is in the same plane and then move the camera to keep the focus where it is. So I half press the shutter button and then I can recompose the frame and then take the photo. I can zoom in a bit to emphasize things. So there's, that kind of thing, that like working out what works and what doesn't work is making me spend more time in getting the photo that I want to make instead of take. So I'm trying to set things up in a way that looks pleasing to the eye. So they're not always natural, they're kind of composed. But that's what I mean about it. Like I'm making the photo rather than taking it. I want to add things to it in camera or in real life, so that when the photo's taken, it's like it's enhanced it a little bit. So I'm having more fun creating that kind of a shot that's semi-natural, but it's got bits to it where I've added and I'm emphasizing parts to it. So I'm zooming in, I'm changing the focal spot, and I'm moving things around in the frame as well. So physically moving bits and pieces to make it look better. I just find that really interesting and challenging, and I'm kind of growing in my photography in doing that. So that's something that I'm learning to do, which is like create the scene more than just take the scene. Yeah, so composing the frame is really good fun. So that camera is helping me do that more and more. And I've never had a camera with like I've had cameras that have been truly constraining, like where there's 3 settings for the aperture and they're like cloudy, sunny, and snow or something like that, which is like, it's just too constraining. There's not enough scope there for creativity. So that kind of destroys the creative process for me because it's too constrained. But this Kodak is constrained just enough to make it so that I've got to stretch myself to kind of make it work. And it's really good fun because of that. I like it. Whereas the EOS M6 Mark II is a really capable camera, and it can be completely manual or completely automatic. And when it's manual, like all I do is make all the settings and then leave it there and then take the photos. So it's almost like automatic at that point because I've got it set the way that I want. Whereas the Kodak, it loses its. That's the other thing is when I turn it off because I want to conserve the battery life because it doesn't have a long battery life. It then resets to this default value where I've got to change everything back again. So unlike the EOS M6 Mark II, if I turn that off, it remembers the last thing it was set to and it puts everything back again. So there's less setup time. And the Kodak is forcing me to redo and get everything going again quickly. So it's challenging to use it. That's the word, I guess. Yeah. And so it's stretching me. I love that. I love that so much. So that's what's happening in the camera world. In the music world, similar things. Damn, I bought this. I'm going to show you. I just love this thing so much. Let's see if I can show you. Where's the camera going to go? Camera's going to go over here. There it is. I'm going to have to shout a bit because the microphone that we're using is that one there. The camera I'm using is the Canon XF605, which is now wireless. So I bought this. This is the Vailton. This one here. The Vailton. I know what's wrong. Hang on, let's just do this quickly. There we go. This one here, the Vailton GP5, that grey one. That is a multi-effects unit, and it's got an associated app, and it emulates different amplifiers, speakers, and pedals. So all these pedals here, like this digital delay, tremolo, that has them built in. That little thing there has got this digital delay, tremolo. It's even got, so I've got a flanger and I've got a phaser, and it's got a graphic equalizer, and it's even got this one here, the blues mood type thing. So a blues driver. They're not these particular pedals, but it's got emulations of similar pedals, all operating inside that. That's crazy. And that was like $124, and now it's down to $90 I've seen on AliExpress. Oh, it's so much fun. So, I've got an idea for making some music using that pedal and the different guitars I've got, which are, really good fun. So that's, I'm not sure you could hear me back there, but the Vailton GP5 is the thing that I'm going to use to try and make some music for, or from, or with. So, yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. I cannot wait to release. I've got one song which I'm going to put words to and then release it. So I'll do that shortly. Shortly, as in the next few days. That's about it, really, with all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to really talk through. I've cut back on my spending, believe it or not. So the last thing I bought were 2 cables from Amazon, and I've got nothing else in my list of this is what I want. I think I've actually got to the point where I've got everything that I want set up in the Schack now for music production, video production, instruments, cameras. Just loving, of course, being in the Schack. Got the tools there as well. So the only thing I want to do next is maybe get a cement mixer. How about that? I've got a courtyard thing which I spent a lot of money on last year, having some guy built, and it's still there and still works. It's a kind of a brickwork platform. I want to put some a wooden structure, like not a pergola but a vine. What's the word? I don't know the word for it. Like a structure where I can have a vine growing over it, and then that'll provide shade. And I want to also put a bit of a solar powered water pump system to have water flowing around the perimeter. So I've got to make a cement structure for that and cement stuff in so that it all still looks nice, because there's weeds growing all through it. There's dirt around the outside of the courtyard. So I want to do that. I'm thinking of buying a cement mixer, electric one, for $300, but I got to look at the reviews, quality, etc. Because yeah, I could hire one, but I know it's going to take me a long time, so I'd rather just buy it and then I've got it there for as long as I want. Anyway, that's the next thing that I'm looking at getting. Not related to the Schack at all, but just outside on the house. Nice. All right, so it's getting on. I'm going to go and see if this thing uploaded successfully. The live videos, I'm liking doing this, I got to be honest, but I've noticed that the live video on the mobile phone does so much better than the live video in the Schack. It is really, really interesting. Somehow, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know how people find out about the live streams, because I don't watch a lot of live streams, so I don't know. But it seems to me that people are being suggested live streams based on their viewing, and that somehow my mobile phone live stream gets a bigger push than this does, which I find fascinating. So I'd love to understand the analytics behind that, but that's going to be a mystery for another time, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I think I'm done. I think we'll go and we'll catch you. I'm gonna spend a lot of time making the next video because I want to try and lift that game, like I said, to be similar to a Peter McKinnon. Yeah, but man, I don't know if I've got what it takes, to be honest. But we will see. We can only try it. So we'll try it. And on that note, I'm going to press a few buttons to do a bit of an is it extra? Outro? I think it's an outro. I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you all. Take it easy. See you in the next one. Bye now.